welcome to Broadcast Club Weekly, and once again we're on a Monday. I'm sorry, last week I had so much to do. I had to make a bunch of trips and prepare things because I'm going to a con in a week and a half, and it was just, a bit too much, and I didn't get to watch anime until, I still haven't watched all anime from last week, actually, and as such I won't be talking about all of them, but I figured I should, actually record the episode now anyway, so I don't get even later. This week, I don't really think I have anything new to talk about news-wise, because nothing interesting happened in the anime industry, apart from some stuff relating to some seiyus or voice actresses. But I think I will leave that until more details are out. But basically, two voice actresses have had their blogs and Twitters shut down due to harassment and stuff. So now their management is like, hey, you guys don't get to talk anymore because we are something. I don't know, like, not a lot of details are out, so I don't want to talk about it yet. But if you care at all about seiyus, you know about it. But so maybe next week, who knows? Maybe I'll look into it more. So let's get on to the weekly anime, because, like I said, I haven't watched much, but what I've seen I would like to talk about. So we start off with Idolmaster, as usual. Actually, I say that, I think we used to have Idolmaster down on T, because it's the Idolmaster, but I just sort of put it in I, because why not? Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, I'm not sure I would say this was the best episode, but maybe. It was the episode that took me the longest to finish, because I kept pausing and saving screenshots. It took me 1 hour and 58 minutes to finish 24 minutes of Idolmaster this week, and oh my god, it's basically the episode that the last 3 weeks have been leading up to. So you have, like, the jealousy from Miku, as well as Rika and Miria, towards Usuki, Rin, and Mio, for basically just running past them in their idol careers, despite, arriving at the 346 production much later than them. And it's understandable. That reaches the top, as well as, of course, Usuki, Rin, and Miu getting ready for their CD debut and their debut as a unit, which of course becomes the New Generations unit from the game. There's also Anya and her girlfriend. I forget what her name is. The lacrosse girl. What's her name? It's Minamori? Something on M, I think? Whatever. I don't know. She's one of the girls I haven't learned the name of yet. They're also a unit. We don't know their name yet. They're not from the game, so we'll see. But yeah, it's basically that, and it's a really, really strong episode that just basically shows, because it basically starts off with Miku doing the same thing she did in episode 3, being jealous, challenging the girls to challenges to show that she's better, which is just a bunch of games, but she wins. It doesn't matter, because of course that doesn't change anything, and she's constantly just begging the producer to be part of the unit and to get to make her debut finally. And it's interesting, because the producer basically doesn't reply. He just looks at her and, like, with worry and uncertainty. And you're not really sure why it is, if it's because he doesn't believe that she can do it, or if it's something else. And it gets worse and worse, and basically Miku and the others get more and more desperate. And and then eventually the producer tells her, like, I'm sorry, but you won't be making your debut right now. And she basically decides, okay, we can't just push this around like this anymore. So instead she goes to try and be positive. So she starts, the three of them start coming up with, like, oh, let's think of what our idol debut might be like. Let's create, like, an idea or ideal first concert, because Usuki, Rin, and Mio are having their first concert with Anya and her girlfriend. And they, like, to start drawing and stuff, and, like, they're really excited. And the producer comes to Miku's like, hey, look, this is how I would like to have my first. Actually, it's not the producer. The other girls arrive, and it's like, oh, look, here's what we're like to do. And they also get into it, and they also talking about, oh, let's talk about what our debut would be like. and the producer arrives again, and it boils down to the same thing. After that, we basically see Rika and Miku and the others. They sit down and talk, and Miku says that basically this isn't working. We're going to have to try a different strategy if we want to, actually have anything happen. We have trained, we have worked hard, and that hasn't helped. We have begged and we have pushed for it. That hasn't helped. We have tried to be positive and just show that we have an idea what we want to do. That doesn't work. Let's go on a strike. And Anzu joins on a strike, although for different reasons. And they basically just block up the cafeteria. Although, to be fair, Miku still makes sure that the orders get out. But they block up the cafeteria and yell out that they're on strike. And then you have the others arrive, and it's Rika, Anzu, and Miku. They're the ones on strike and in the cafeteria, and they basically yell at them, trying to get them to come out. And they get Rika to give up by saying that her sister would be angry with her, so she gives up. And then Anzu learns that it's actually about having a debut and not about getting more free time off. She gives up, so only Miku is left, and the producer arrives and asks them to stop. And Miku basically breaks down and talks about how she can't wait anymore, and how she's just been trying to be patient and be pushing herself and be training throughout all the time. And basically she feels she doesn't have any recognition, and everyone else just runs past her. And she knows she's doing things wrong, but she just wants to, she just wants to get by. She wants to get through to her dream, like she was basically promised by becoming part of the Cinderella Project. And it's a really strong scene. And I teared up, I cried, and she cries. And the producer then eventually lets out that she will be making a debut, and they will all make a debut, because they'll be pairing them all up into units. But it's just that he wasn't allowed to talk about it yet, because it hadn't been finalized. And Uzuki, Rin, and Mio, as well as Anya and her girlfriend, is just the first wave of units. And Miku calms down, she comes out. But that's not the end of the episode, and that's what's important. Because what I love the most out of all this is that we all know that what Miku did is wrong. It's understandable, relatable, and justifiable to an extent because of what she went through. And she's 15. Of course, she's very emotional. But it doesn't play it up as right. Because we then see her apologizing to the people in the cafeteria, along with Mika and Anzu as well, I think. And then she talks to the other idols. She talks to the girls, and she apologizes again. She's very clearly sorry for what she did and the trouble she caused. And that mattered the most to me. That's what made this amazing episode a true masterpiece. And I don't have anything negative to say about... No, I do. Actually, I'll keep that in mind. But the episode just ended spectacularly. It was a glorious episode, and I can't believe this show keeps getting better and better like this. And I realize that now we probably have sort of a focus on other girls so far. It's been a bit Miku focused in the last few episodes, and this was obviously what it was building up to. But that's fine, because I can't wait to see what they do from here on. Because the other characters are fun as well. It's just really, really, really entertaining, and I love this show so much. It means so much that I'm able to watch a new idol show again and really appreciate it like this, because I haven't in a while. There's been a bunch of idol anime in the last few years, and apart from Love Live, even the ones I've liked, I've not really gotten that much into. I liked Lokodol a lot, I really did, but it wasn't superb, amazing. I love this show. Same with Go 575. Same with Wake Up Girls. But this is possibly this might be the best idol anime I've seen, and I can't say for sure until it's over. It's 26 episodes, so maybe it's 24. It's 2 cours, and that's amazing. But this could surpass Love Live as my favorite idol anime, because at the rate it's going, it's actually better. And I love Love Live. Everyone knows I love Love Live. I'm obsessed with Love Live. I collect everything Love Live I can get my hands on. Nico is one of my favorite characters of all time. And I love Maki, I love Nozomi, I love Rin. I could go on. I like all of them. I love Arise as well. Like, it's important. But this is just a genuinely better show. I would probably still say Love Live is my favorite idol franchise. But like, Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, it's truly special. Although, the bad stuff. There was some really bad animation this week. Some good animation too, of course, but oh my god, I have not spotted this many animation fuck-ups in an episode since... a long time ago. I can't even think of the last one I had got this many in. So I hope that's not a bad thing going forward, but I hope it won't increase further. Next up is Cant Call, Kantai Collection, and this was a interesting twist, because it turns out the fleet is getting disbanded and split into new, fleets. And I didn't expect that, but I guess it's to bring focus onto other girls they did it. So now you've had the original girls, and now they have to get to meet some other ones. Fubuki is still the main character. I still think I always get her name wrong, even though I think I don't. Like, I think I've said Fubuki every episode, and I think I've always pointed out, like, I don't think that's her name, but it probably is. But Fubuki gets paired up with, let's see, Oi, and, what's Oi's girlfriend? That's not even me shipping, that actually is her girlfriend. Is it... Kanazuki, maybe? Or some Kazaki? Something like that? I am not good with the names yet. I'm not good at names in general. Congo and 2 other ships that I can't remember the name of right now. That I think are carrier ships. But anyway, and basically it's a big mess of the new people not getting along. And it's basically just one big let's sort out our differences episode. And it's cute, it's sweet, it's very different in tone from the depressing but yet funny episodes before. And it's still really good. It's genuinely a really, really good show. And a bit upset that I missed the Cant Call lottery today, because I'm still trying to get in. But yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot. I don't have anything negative to say about it, actually. I'm very happy that it's probably like this in the game as well, and it's probably a very, very good reason historically why it's like this, but I do like that Oi and whatever the other girl's name was, the 2 ships that are in green school uniforms, that they're, like, it's not subtext Yuri, it's these 2 are in love and they're girls. You can't even question it, because you just outright state it. And I like that. I like that a lot. We need more lesbians in anime, even if they're just historical battleships. I didn't watch Kofuku Graffiti this week. I'll have to catch up on that. I heard it was a very good episode. I haven't watched Rolling Girls this week, which I'm very sad about, because I heard it was a great episode, although with some bad animation due to the unfortunate decline in... key animators, but or something. I didn't really read up on it, but I did watch Shirobako, and Shirobako was great. Shirobako was superb. I just finished watching it before recording this, and I just realized I forgot to talk about Precure earlier. I haven't watched Precure either, so that's why, but I should have mentioned it. Shirobako this week deals with finalizing a PV that's certainly required for Manfest, Manga Fest, which is obviously a stand-in for one of the anime festivals in Japan. I don't know which one is around that time that one is. I don't think it's Comic-Cat. Comifest is from another anime. Is that Genshiken that called it Comifest, maybe? Might have been. But yeah, I don't think it's Comic Hit. I think it's the wrong season for that, because I think it was spring, but whatever. And it's really interesting, and we get to see most of the preview at the end, which is PV at the end, and that's really cool. I really wish Fifth Ariel Girls... Is it the Fifth Ariel Girls Squad, is that it? I think that's the name of the anime they're making. I forget, but I wish that was a real anime, because it looks awesome. It looks really awesome. But we get to see some really interesting development with the characters here, and it's interesting how Taro, despite being the jackass he has always been, is no longer the most unlikable character in the show, because things are getting really tense at the office while still, moving forward, and that's interesting, and I really do wonder what it will end with as things move on. I mean, we're still just early into the first course. A lot of things will change. I say early. It's next week is the mid-episode, I suppose. But still, I'm so excited. This show is so good, and it's still the best show of the year. I absolutely love it, and everyone should watch it. It's so good at what it does, and it's so important that we have anime like this that actually shows us the inside of anime, I realized this podcast is me just being positive about anime a lot, and that's nice, because I've been very negative on anime in the last 2 years, and it's nice to be positive again. But I guess because I'm watching less shows this season as well, I really should pick up some more so I can get a bit more critical, because I do think that being positive all the time does sort of make you too naive and sort of make you stop being critical and notice bad stuff, and it sort of clouds your judgment a bit. But I guess I was just lucky with what anime I picked, because I love these shows so much. Even Kofka Graffiti, which I'm iffy on, I still really love the characters, and I love the writing, and the music too, so yeah, fine. But Shirobako, I don't know what else to say about Shirobako. It's, watch it, just watch it. And what they did with Honda from the first core was really, really, really fun, actually. I'm not going to spoil that. But he has a cameo in this week, and what he does is, I don't know her name, unfortunately, but the new animator, she's a new key animator, and she doesn't really speak. She only does movements and little panicked words to start her sentences, and she has to be interpreted by one of the other girls I don't know the name of, because I'm terrible with names. She's slowly become my favorite character of the show. She's amazing. She's absolutely, whenever she's on screen, she makes me happy, and the fact that she's always paired up with the other girl makes me just ship them as much as I can, and she's the only one who can understand her anyway, and even the show is you two are good for each other. They said it in the episode, you two are good for each other. People need that special connection to someone, and they're basically just saying, hey, you two girls, you're good lesbians. Go on. You're good anime lesbians. Proceed. I love this show. Oh, man. Anime was great this week for me, even though I only watched 3 things. I don't know. Next week, I will probably have watched all the stuff, because after that, it's all about getting ready for the big con for me. But I still haven't put up my anime of the year list. It's finished, though. The list is finished. I haven't had the time to record it, I'm sorry. But it'll go up, hopefully before the convention at least. If not, I will probably just scrap it. And if anyone wants to know my favorites, I can just tweet them out instead. Because I just haven't... I've lost so much time on this, and I should have put it up a month ago. But, things happen, and... what are you going to do about it? But next week is also the 15th on Sunday, I believe, and that's the day after Valentine's Day, so maybe I'll try to talk a bit about some non-new anime. Maybe I'll talk a bit about my favorite romance anime or something, because it's Valentine's Day after all, right? So yeah, I think we are done here, and thank you for listening to Broadcast Club Weekly, and see you next week.